Okay, sixth grade, I told you that I would do an example of how to do the Venn diagram to find the greatest common factor of two numbers. So I'm going to use two really big numbers, 120 and 160. And I've drawn the Venn diagram on the first page, so I'm going to go ahead and move to the second page to do the factor trees. So I'll put 120 over here, and I'm going to do a factor tree here. So 120 is like 10 times 12, so I'm just going to write that. Neither one of those are prime, so I'm going to go down from 10 and I get 2 and 5. Those are both prime, so I can circle that. 12 is 2 times 6, and here 2 is prime. And then 6 is 2 times 3, so I can circle both of those. So for 120 we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. And the other number was, what was it? 160? 160. So I'll do that tree over here. And I can start out with 10 times 16, and again 10 becomes 2 times 5, and then 16 becomes 2 times 8, circle the 2, and then 8 becomes 2 times 4, and then 4 becomes 2 times 2. So 60 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 5 right there. Okay, so then I'm going to look and I'm going to see what prime factors do they have in common. Well, they each have 3 2's right there, and then they both have a 5. And so those are the only things that I can put in the center part of the diagram. So I'm going to go back to it, I'm going to put 2 times 2 times 2, and then times 5 in the middle. So that goes here. And on 120, the ones that are left would be just this 3. That's all that's left on the 20. So I'm going to put it on the outside. I'm going to write 3 times like that. And on 160, what's left, whoops, is these 2 2's, 2 times 2. So I'm going to put that on the outside like this. So 160 is this prime factorization. Remember, it was 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 5, and we have all of that. And 120 is this prime factorization, the 3 2's, the 3, and the 5. But what they have in common is just in the center. And if you take those and then multiply them, and 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, and then 8 times 5 gives you 40. So the greatest common factor of 120 and 160 is 40. So that is how you do that. If you have any other questions, just let me know. I'm going to do one other thing, and that is by what the worksheet is, which is where you just list the factors, and then you write down which ones they have in common, and then write down the greatest common factor. So this is another way to do it. So I'll start with 48, and I know 1 goes into it, and then 2. I can tell 3 goes into it because 4 plus 8 is 12, and 3 goes into 12. I know that 4 goes into it, just because I know that. And then 5 doesn't, because it doesn't end in 0 or 5. 6 will, because 2 and 3 are both in it. 7 doesn't, because I know 7 times 7 is 49, and that's 1 above that. So 8 is my next one, and I know that's 6's partner. So then I'm just going to be matching them up from here. And 4 times 12 is 48. 3 times, and again, if you don't know it, you just need to write it down and do a little division problem. 3 goes in there 16 times. I'm going to go ahead and erase that. And that means I now need to do 2. 2 goes into 48, and again, if you're just not sure, write it out and divide it. 24, and then the last one would be 1 times 48. So those are all the factors of 48. So now let's do the factors of 60. I know 1 goes into it, and 2 because it's even. 3 goes into it because 6 plus 0 is 6, so 3 goes into it. And I know 4 goes into it, but I'm just going to show you. Remember, with 4 you have to divide into the last 2 digits, and since this is just a 2-digit problem, you have to divide it. So it does go in there 15 times, so we'll remember that. 5 goes into it because it's even, and then 6 because 2 and 3 are on the list. 7 I know doesn't go into it because 7 times 8 is 56, and 7 times 9 is 63. 8 doesn't, because 7 times 8, again, 56. 8 times 8 is 64. So 9, 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 doesn't go into 6, so that doesn't work. So the next number up is 10, which is 6's partner. So I do that. Now to find 5's partner, I'm going to go 5 into 60, and that goes once, 10 left over, so it goes 12 times, the 12 there. 4's partner, remember, was 15. We figured that out earlier. 3 goes into 60. Oh, did you guys hear Tiger? 20 times. And so that goes 20 there. And then 2 goes into 60, 30, just cutting it in half. And then 1 goes into 60, 60. So what you would do from here, it's a long list, isn't it? So you would write those on the 2 lines, is what you have on your paper. And then you write the ones they have in common. Well, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. See, these are all the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 6, 6, 12, 12. And so that means that the greatest common factor of these two is 12. And that's it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. If you have any questions, again, you can always email me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.